Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back. I thought I should do a video today. I would say it's a personal video, but not much of a personal video. Who is Natasha Mangwende? I am Natasha Mangwende. I would say a fresh start, serenity, peace, joy, happiness. You know, finding something good without having to look for it. For those who probably ask, how old is she? How old are you? I am 20 years of age. Yeah, I know. And yeah, I've got a beautiful mother and a father. I've got two brothers, one older brother and one younger brother, and then I'm the middle child. My parents brought me up very well. I would say, like, I wouldn't say I was spoiled, but my parents had it good going for me. Like, they really looked after me, they treated me well, and I feel like the way that they raised me has obviously taken effect on who I am today. And yeah, I wouldn't say I was a spoiled child at all. Like, I feel like for everything that I have got from my parents, they were very kind of like, you have to work for things, you can't just get things. So I feel like you know, I do work for things. I have worked for things, and it's always been a thing that I always want to make my parents proud in everything that I do. So and big shout out to my parents, because look at me, look at moi. I am who I am because of you today, and I really do appreciate my parents so much, because from where I was and where I am now is such a big milestone. I'm not sure if you guys can hear my next door neighbor's dog barking, but whew, glory. I guess from young, when I was in secondary school, I was very like, how can I say it? I was very outgoing, very, I wouldn't say rebellious, that's quite a strong word. Let's say adventurous. I was very adventurous. I wanted to explore everywhere. I wanted to know everything, do everything. And I feel like that's just a natural thing, like young kids, young girls want to do. Like, of course they're gonna want to be like, oh my god. My life really evolved around like friends a lot when I was young, in which that's not good at all. And when I was in secondary, I don't feel like that was my best time in school. I did not enjoy secondary school at all, absolutely hated it. And what can I do about it? It's already passed. It's been like about, how many years has it been? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. It's been like about 4 or 5 years since I've been in secondary. I had friends, and I feel like everything that I would do, say and be involved with was evolved around my friends, and that resulted in me actually leaving that secondary school because of friends, because of issues that I was having. And partially I was glad that I left, but at the same time I was scared, because obviously imagine you're a girl that is kind of getting into a GCSEs, leaving a secondary school that you've been used to for such a long time. I did end up going to a Catholic school, and this was exactly where my dad was teaching as well. And funny thing, when I joined that school, like, it was so hard for me to fit in. My life did not evolve around friends at this point. It was literally about me and me only. It was really about like survival of the fittest, because it was not easy. Everybody had their friendship groups already, and I just came in at a very awkward point. So to try and fit in was difficult at the start, but I do feel like I managed to blend in after some time. I remember when I started secondary school, my dad was actually my maths teacher. I don't know how that even happened, but he was my maths teacher, and I just remember every lesson. Like, it's my father, I see him every single day, so of course I'm gonna take it seriously. And it was just very funny, like, you know, one time actually I was like falling asleep in class because I was just so tired, and then my dad just goes like, I don't condone sleeping in my class, just like, and made me jump, and then everyone just started laughing. Like, it was just, you know, memories. I finished secondary school, and I passed my GCSEs, and I started college. I feel like from the moment that I started college, that was such a big eye-opener for me, that really that really expanded my mindset in terms of like opportunities, in terms of like who I really wanted to be. I was still trying to figure out my identity at this point because COVID came and hit like a brick. I really struggled throughout COVID. I was gaining weight. I didn't know who I was. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends throughout COVID. I feel like that really was a time where I had to rethink and really make decisions on what it is I really want in life and where am I heading, because I was getting to a point in life where I had to really get my stuff together, because before you know it, it's too late. It's not too late because I'm still young. Me, I'm a person where I like to know what's happening. I like to know what's ahead of me. I like to have my things in order. That was a very difficult time for me, like from when COVID started up until I started university. I did go through a lot of stuff, and these were things that I didn't discuss about. These were things that I never really told anybody about, well, apart from my family, my close family. And yeah, like I went through a lot of heartbreak, friendship breakups. As a young girl, it's just like, whoa, how could you be going through such a lot at such a young age? But these things happen. I feel like it builds character out of you. I did go to the Fashion Retail Academy. For those who are wondering why I went to college, I do advise that you do go there for college if you're looking to do fashion, because it's such a great leeway and opportunity for you. I had the best experience ever. I passed with a flying high merit, and it was really good. Like, it was the best experience. I met some amazing people as well, and I still am in touch with those people till today. Like, I feel like that really put me in a good place. And obviously it got to a point where I was literally now about to start uni. I was like, do I want to go to uni, or do I want to go straight into a job, or do I want to apprenticeship? And to be honest, my head was just not at university. I was just not there. At the same time, I was kind of receiving pressure to go to university, if you want me to say the honest truth. It took a lot of time of speaking to my very close relatives and just really praying, God, like, where do you want me to go? For some reason, I ended up applying for business and events management at Anglia Ruskin University in London, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I don't know what I'm doing. Me doing events, me doing business. Like, I even failed business GCSE, and I'm like, what am I doing here doing business? I remember for my first year, I moved out of my parents' house to stay in university accommodation. I feel like just as I was about to start uni was the best time of my life. I feel like life was just gonna spring up from that point. You know, I guess it was really good. Like, I was in a good place. I found love. First year of university was a killer. I went through a lot of stress. I was homesick all the time. I was like sick throughout the first year of university. I kept on coming home, and it was just not for me. So, you know, it was a very good experience, I would have to say, and it's something that I can definitely learn from. It was good to have that break from being in an environment that I'm always in, and actually learning to be independent, learning to actually have to fend for myself. And whew, child, that is the ghetto. I will tell you, that is just not it. But I feel like from that year I spent away, that made me actually make the decision to be like, do you know what, I want to move back to my parents' house because I can save money, I can do much better being at my parents' house for the time being than me suffering out at those accommodations. You can't go suffer for this life. You really cannot go suffer for this life. First year was a good first year. I passed, and you know, even though the first year don't really count, I just felt like this is my lane, so I'm gonna stick in it. Ended up moving back to my parents' house for my second year, and oh, that was a big shift change from like being by myself for a whole year and then now coming back to my parents. And you know, it's that privacy thing, you get what I mean, just want a personal space. Realistically now, when we think of today, it's pretty ideal, because now if you think of going to state uni accommodation, trying to vend for yourself, especially student finance sometimes can't cover everything that you really need for you to be at uni, it just makes sense to just stay at home, go to uni closer, so that you're able to balance your finances, so that you're able to balance your mental health, so that you're able to just balance your everyday life and things that you want to do as well. In which if anybody is looking to go to uni or is in their first year already looking to go into second year, take that leap to actually just go back home. Like, it's the best decision I ever made, and I am such in a better space than I was when I was in my first year. I passed my second year again, and that was really good. And I guess this year has really been a highlight for me, a big highlight. It has been a very, it's been like a movie. It's been like, is this actually really happening to me? I remember I made a vision board for 2023, and I was very like, okay, this is what I want to happen, this is what is going to happen, and this is it. Like, this is what's gonna happen, all right? This is what's gonna happen. So it's just got like things like soft life, things with friends, YSL products. It's got like a little graduation cap, which kind of represented me wanting to pass my second year, in which I did. And things like YSL products, I have YSL products. Like, I've got foundation, makeup, I've got perfumes. Like, it's something that I really put down, I wrote down, and I really prayed about it, and it came to life. The driving is still pending, guys. I am learning to drive. I'm gonna get there by force, by fire, because no weapon formed against me shall prosper with this driving. And that's where we leave it. Hallelujah. Glory. This year was so fun. Like, I was attending a lot of events. I was really just trying to enjoy myself, like, you know, because we're young. Like, of course you need to enjoy yourself. You can't just spend the rest of your life suffering out here. Obviously, definitely going to be walking this path with my closest ones, and you know, I'm not gonna regret anything. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm really gonna do by all means to be me, to be who God has created me to be, because I feel like I have been living a life where I've been trying to figure out who I am, trying to figure out where I fit in. But really, to be honest, you can never fit in anywhere unless you are yourself, because you just fit in just by being yourself. And I think it's just really important, because I just really want peace, I just want happiness, I just want joy. But for those who have probably been questioning, where's Natasha? Why is Natasha quiet? Because I used to post a lot, I used to talk to people a lot, but now these days I'm really just trying to navigate my peace. I'm really just trying to focus on the things that are most important to me, and those are, like, you know, my relationship, my family, and people that are just close to me, to my heart. I think it's just really important, especially when you're growing up. It's important for you to understand that. It's important for you to know that, because I'm going to be entering into a new era where things are going to be completely different, and I can't afford to think of others that aren't benefiting my life. Like, I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to hold on to friendships or hold on to people that aren't benefiting my life, that aren't supporting me, that aren't like allowing me to grow. And I mean this in the most nicest way, but I think it's really important for the next era that I'm about to step in, that I have self-discipline, that I'm very cautious of who is around me, of who is in my circle, especially because I just think that if I don't do that, then I will crumble, I will fall. One thing about me, I always put people first, I always put other people first, which is a good thing. That's a very good trait if you have that trait, but sometimes it can get to an extent where you do it so much that it drains you, it basically sucks the life out of you, sucks the joy out of you, and it really breaks you bit by bit. And I've got to a point where I'm just like, I can't keep doing that. Obviously do it, but to an extent where there's a boundary where, you know, this is where I stop. I just feel like this era, this season, this upcoming year is about me. It's about things that are involving me. It's about things that are most important to me, and I'm going to do anything and everything to prioritize the things that are coming my way, the things that are for me, especially the things I'm going to be doing with other people, with my family, with my relationship. So I just think that it's really important that you take that into consideration, because you know, I'm not that girl that I was before. People know me as Natasha back then, but I'm not Natasha back then. I'm Natasha in the now. I'm Natasha living in the moment. I'm Natasha who has set priorities and set boundaries, who knows who she is called to be, and I'm not going to change that for anybody. I'm not going to change myself for anybody. People know me. I'm very honest. Like, I don't like to hide behind the lines. Like, if I don't like something, if something's bothering me, I will say it as it is. I'm not gonna change myself just to fit into your bracket, because this is about my own bracket, my own life. Because at the end of the day, you could be doing whatever you do, but there'll be a point of time where people will not be there for you at all. You will just be suffering. You'll just be going through so much that nobody will be there for you. But then when things are going good, that's when people want to pop up. Like, I am just over it. I'm just exhausted from that, and I've really had to take a step back and be like, this is not me. This is not healthy for me, and I am willing to adjust to that. I'm willing to give myself time to take myself from where I was to a better place. It's more about cherishing the smallest moments that come your way, and I've kind of spent some time not doing that, and I think it's about time for me to start doing that, because I owe it to myself. I owe it to my mental being. I owe it to my physical being. I really do owe that to myself a lot. Like, as my brand died as Natasha Mangwende, I died with it as well, and it just went like down like this. It just went downhill so quickly, and it was not healthy. And obviously I'm going to be so transparent to you guys, because I'm not going to lie, like, life can get in the way, things can get in the way, but really, if you are not learning and working on controlling your mind, controlling your heart, controlling your mouth, or then it will be hard for you to get out of that place where you can bring your brand or you yourself again alive. I have an etiquette that I like to hold, and you know, I want to look presentable in front of people. Like, that's me. That is literally in my blood. You know, just that elegant, that luxury, that just soft feel to my life. That's me, and I can't hide it away. I'm not gonna hide it away, even through the way that I dress. Like, you know, I started dressing quite mature at such a young age, and you know, even though some people didn't like it, but that was me, and you know, like, I love it. It's me. That's how I identify myself. That is how I show myself to people that this is Natasha. You know, it's all about being unique. But moving forward, I'm excited for 2024. I'm excited for the rest of the year. I have so many things that I've been working on behind the scenes that I just want to show you guys, and I'm not going to shy away in just showing who I really am, and you know, what to expect. I've got a lot of things happening in my personal life too that I'm excited to share with you guys when the time is right. Look forward to really just being back at my game again, and nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me different. I've had such a great support system for this year. Like, I've had a lot of people support me and just help me and really just be like, Tasha, get your act together, we can do this. And a lot of people that have had faith in me, in which I just want to thank you, because that has meant a lot to me, and I really wanted to take that into acknowledgement, to just really thank those who have really pushed me, supported me, and continue to encourage me to actually believe that I do have it. I can do it. It is possible. There is literally nothing impossible under the sun, as long as you just trust and have faith in God. You know, for we walk by faith and not by sight. That is literally my favorite Bible verse of all time, and that's in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, and that's a Bible verse that literally just stands by me through everything, through and through. It's something that does speak a lot more. Such a short Bible verse, but it speaks a lot of volume in my life. It is by God's grace, and this year has clearly been my restoration year, and I'm very happy that I've managed to grab and get hold of everything that has been taken away from me, and to just bring it back to my presence is just an amazing thing. And I'm just so thankful. I'm just very happy, and I just really look forward to the next steps in my life, and I'm just so excited. I'm just so like, I just can't wait. I hope you guys are also excited in joining this journey with me with full transparency and honesty, because there is nothing to hide. We're all different and we're all unique in our own way, and you always shine the brightest when you are just you, yourself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.